Here we go.
So we have gotten so much gameplay on Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm so excited to get my hands on this game, but one of the first things I've really noticed is that the ghost variety is definitely amped up in this game. It's a lot different than Dark Moon, and I'm going to kind of explain why that is, and I'm going to show you all the differences within the ghost. So pretty much we have different colored category of ghosts, and we also have something that might excite lots of fans, the potential coming back of portrait ghosts. Now, they're not necessarily called portrait ghosts in this game, but they do have a giant similarity between the two. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. But before we get to those, let's start off with the basic ghost types. We first start off with the basic category, which are these blue ghosts. Now, in the past game, they were called the greenies, and they're pretty much the basis for the ghost. They have a little bit of health, and all they do is try to punch you, or they carry different items like small little shields and try to throw things at you. They'll also dress up and design themselves as different parts of the theme in the hotel, such as like a bellhop or something like that. But they're really nothing to be worried about. As you can see, these are just up as maids.
Sometimes ghosts may feel inclined to gang up on you. In such situations, a burst should do. The powerful air pressure released will blow away ghosts, and it's perfect for when you need a little air.
We then have these skinny yellow ghosts, and they seem to be the ghosts that hide in things around the room, where you have to find them. You have to move things around to find them. They come out of pots, out of drawers, and even underneath beds. And these are kind of like the secret hiding ones, like the skinny blue ones from the first game. So these are going to be kind of like your hard to reach, you know, the crazy ones that you have to look for inside each room.
Roxanne's just moved ahead to get all.
You then have these big red guys, and they always are like the big red guys. At least it was in Dark Moon as well, where they're the big brutes. They're the big strong ones with lots of health, and they can hit really hard. This one in this case played as a fire engine, as it dropped off a lot of blue ghosts to go take out this fire, and then he's the fire truck himself. And like I said, he hits really hard, he has tons of health. And these are kind of interesting. I like the way they look. They're like more this like cube shaped instead of this random blob. And I don't know. I like these guys a lot.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
They're actually helping.
The power-ups we can find by searching
I don't think there's
various things.
Good job. You got that room.
Help out. There we go. Double slam. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, they
There's a
cause
ghost in
so
here.
much damage. That's great.
We then have these purple ghosts, and it's kind of similar to the first game where they like to grab things and run away with them. As he tries to grab the toad and gets out of the room, like the first game, they used to grab you and try to hug you and kiss you and whatever that was. That was some weird things going on, but these purple ghosts, they just strictly try to take things from the room, it seems like, as they try to take the toad, and they try to, you know, creep upon you without you noticing.
There's any ghost in there?
You can use the dark light to find ghosts as well if they tend to be invisible here.
Oh.
So I'll keep him.
Did you find
there
some?
we go. Yes.
Or you just found,
Double
money?
slam? Oh, yeah.
Oh. We should be. Oh. Here we go. We can double.
Is there one in here?
Nice work. Oh.
Nice.
These rehearsals really paid off.
Alright.
And then last but not least, we have these gold ghosts that kind of work as those special mice in the first game that got you a lot of gold when you caught them. Well, these are ghosts this time, and they're just gold glittering ghosts that run around the room, and you have to hurry up and kill them in order to get the money, the gold bars out of them. And that's really cool. And they're always hiding in like particular boxes and stuff like that. As you see Luigi and Gooigi open the crate, here comes a gold ghost, and it starts taking off, and you have to hurry up and get it, I'm assuming, before it disappears. So this is a cool little way to get money and some gold, but you know, it's cool.
Running at 30 frames, as you're seeing right here. It was a technical challenge, but the clever people back at NLG made it happen.
Nice.
And we're hoping the world enjoys it.
I'm definitely having a lot of fun, like, working with you guys here.
So now we're starting to get into portrait ghost territory. Now in this game, there's not really portrait ghosts. They're not really part of some giant family. It seems they're part of the theme of each floor. And you'll have some type of ghost specific for that theme, and that's really cool in my book. That's really unique, and that's kind of pretty much what the first game did either way. Even though it was family related, this one's really cool. It's almost like Night of the Museum. But first off, we get a look at some of these potentially ghosts before this even takes place, before the mansion even becomes a mansion, when it's still a beautiful high up tower. We get a picture of this weird ghost in the background, or this figure, and he looks to be the bellhop, you know, the main entrance, the lobby boy. and he's sitting there and he looks kind of off. It's like this weird figure. You can't see his eyeballs or his pupils. It's just white eyes, and he's just sitting there, you know, with this blue skin tone, and it's really weird. It's almost like it's a puppet, you know, and it's like they're pretending to be these people until, obviously, the mansion gets taken over. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to be, you know, main portrait style ghosts, like in the style of humans, like we'll see here in a few minutes, or are they just regular, you know, blue ghosts in these costumes. We then get a look at another one, which seems to be showing the guests to their rooms, but there's something off about her once again. She's got this purple skin tone. She's got, like, you know, her eyes covered, so you can't really tell. Maybe it's a puppet or a costume. It's really awkward, and even, like, the dog seems to really think something's wrong, as you can see him kind of sniffing around. And that might lead to another scene where she kind of looks at the dog and, like, pushes him away or something. I'm not really sure. And the Polterpup knows, though. You can see it in his eyes the way he's looking at her. There's something off about her, and she might actually be one of the ghosts. Now, I don't know if she's going to appear in that form in the game, or once again, if she's just in a costume worn by the ghost, but she looks too detailed to just be some ordinary costume. She looks like she might actually appear as one of the, you know, so-called portrait ghosts. We then get a look at a confirmation of one of the first portrait ghost is this cop, this sheriff. He's looking for a gun, obviously. I don't know if they'll hunt down Luigi or what, but he ends up finding just this water gun looking thing, and he aims it as if he's about to shoot somebody or try it out, and it's probably just going to shoot water. And he's clearly probably going to be like the gag ghost of the game, the one that keeps tracking down Luigi the entire time. That would be fun and stuff to see, his little stupid cutscenes. He just cannot get a hold of Luigi as hard as he tries. But this is a really cool first look at one of our ghosts, and this is what ghosts should be designed. This ghost is designed as like a big cop guy. He's got the gear, he's got the sunglasses and everything. This is what we wanted. Next up, we have Morty, which seems to be a film director, and all he wanted was his megaphone. Luigi finds it for him, and then Morty wants Luigi to create the cinematic scene against this giant kaiju monster, which is pretty much just a ghost in disguise. And then Morty thanks Luigi, giving him the elevator button and then flying off. But not until Luigi loses the elevator button to yet again another portrait ghost. This portrait ghost is pretty cool. He's got this little hat, his costume and stuff, and he's got the face of like a human. It works for that, you know, ghost type that we all been waiting so long. We then get to see this next one, which ends up taking the elevator button from Luigi, and he is some type of like emperor king, and he's sitting there above his throne with his little blue ghost by his side blowing the trumpets, and then Luigi comes to fight him for the button, obviously, and then the ghost goes into a suit of armor and starts jousting against him in this battle, which is awesome, by the way. That is exactly what we've been wanting. And then, of course, our last one we have here is the big baddie himself, King Boo. Now, he's going down this hallway chasing Luigi and knocking over bags and shutting doors and everything. This is just completely wild. And if you notice, Luigi doesn't have his vacuum cleaner here because this must be very early in the game, right when he wakes up and the hotel transforms, and he's just running with his flashlight trying to get away, and King Boo is just sending everything at him. He's got that crystal on top of his head once again, and he is angry. So this confirms once again that King Boo is probably behind all of this. He made the hotel, he designed this all, and he knew Mario and his friends would be stupid enough to come, and it's super exciting to see him back. He looks scarier than ever, and I'm sure with those glowing eyes, he's got some mischievous plan planned ahead. But this is awesome, the emotion on Luigi's face and the way he's running. These ghosts are really putting fear in Luigi. And those are all the ghosts we know so far. There might be some small detailed ones that I may have missed, but those are the main archetypes and the main boss ghosts. I know they're not portrait ghosts this time around, but they are just as good, and I'm actually really excited to see the different themes and the different journeys they take with each other, and the fact that one's like a director, one's a king, one's a cop, it's just, one's like this fashion diva girl, and one's a bellhop, it's just, they're so great. They really did step it up, and it really does feel like just one big museum almost, because they're just, every floor seems like it's themed after some big time period. You had the old school Romans and stuff with the knights, and you have the cinematography area, you have plants and vines, you got jungle area. It feels so great and diverse, and even the ghosts themselves come out so good. But thank you guys for tuning in today. Are you guys just as excited about these ghosts as you were the portrait ghosts back in the original Luigi's Mansion? Let me know what you guys want these ghosts to do. What is King Boo going to do differently to change things up from the first two games? I'm super excited, but let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think, and I will see you on the next one. See you guys.